What the hell is going on? This is not real. This is Black Mirror. Right, Autophiles!
In the Ora 07
Panamera Cat.
Long Panamera Cat. So this is the big brother to the good cat.
Yeah.
And we like the good cat.
I really like the good cat. So now we are in Ora 07 long range. What do they call it?
They call it long range.
They
literally call it long
So there are
range.
two specs. Yeah. One is concentrating on range, which is front wheel drive only. What is the battery claim capability?
So the battery is actually big. This car, the 07, came out around the same time as the BYD Seal, the same time as the MG4.
Okay.
And these are all the Tesla Model 3 killers from China.
Okay.
Of the 3 Tesla killers from China,
Yep.
this one has the biggest battery.
Oh.
83 point something kilowatt hours.
Okay.
Which is very big for this size of car. The range claimed they use a different driving cycle.
Not WLTP.
Yeah, they use NEDC, which is
Okay.
also European, but it's no longer the standard.
Okay.
That one is 640 km. So on paper, it sounds like crazy numbers.
Yep.
But if you do the unofficial conversion to WLTP, which
Right.
is just times 0.8,
Right.
it comes down to 512. But I tested it. I'm driving this car for 10 days. Actually, it's okay. Because second day, I took it to Klang, which is 30 kilometers from my house.
Okay.
I drove like a normal person.
Right.
Fast lane, but a lot of traffic.
Okay.
30 kilometers took 5% of my battery. So you times 20 is actually 600 km.
Okay.
So if you drive it normally, you don't try to do any like speed runs,
Right.
acceleration runs, you can get about 550 to 600 km. Not to say
okay.
easily, but capable.
Okay.
So yeah, that 640 is a bit optimistic, but yeah, I kind of believe that it's capable.
Okay.
I mean, look at it now. This is I got the car on Friday. Today is what? Wednesday. 71%.
Hey, okay ma.
So the whole thing is designed for charge it once a week. You know?
And I think that is what EV should aim for. What's your first impression of the car?
Well, it's a Porsche Panamera wannabe lah. Once I got the car, I didn't really think about it that way at all. I'm just like, whatever lah.
It's
you
very-
paid less than 200k.
Right.
You get a car that looks like this.
Yeah.
Who cares?
And I was just speaking to some car enthusiasts also lah. And we're talking how the Porsche Panamera, when it first came out, it was one ugly.
Ugly shit, yeah.
But the thing is, the car aged pretty well. It is still ugly, but it does not look its age. You can't tell it's 15 years, 16 years old car, almost 20 years old car. Because on the road, it still look nice and respectable, albeit a little bit weird looking. And I think this has that proportion. It's very obviously first-gen Panamera look.
Yeah.
But I see a lot more than Panamera.
You see a bit of Bentley.
I see a lot of Bentley actually. Yeah. I get a lot of Bentley feel from the back because that's what the Continental GT is, right? That profile.
Saturated red.
Yeah.
With intricate insides.
Correct. And then the chrome
lining.
Yes. But then it's the same family.
VW group.
So you have VW face, Bentley-ish rear, Porsche-ish profile.
Yeah.
You know, it's all the same family lah.
But yeah, first impressions is it's trying to do the whole Tesla killer thing, but with the emphasis of it being like a supercar,
Right.
like a luxury vehicle,
Right.
and a taste of that kind of thing lah.
Right.
Which compared to the MG4 is it's a bit generic. I mean,
Wow,
my
this is
cynicism around the car kind of disappeared. the more
Disappear
I
a bit,
use
right?
it.
Yeah.
But yeah, the little lame tacky things
Yeah.
do exist in this car lah.
Yeah. And I hope they don't, like that misspelled brake, spelling
Don't
mistake.
change it.
Don't change it. Leave it on.
You're perfect the way you are.
My first impression is I like the Ora Good Cat, but I don't like the Lightning Cat for looking too similar to a Panamera. But like I said, when I see the car in person, I get to touch it and feel it. I get it lah. I get what they're trying to go for. Maybe in the next generation, try less Porsche lah. I think that would be a lot nicer because they get a lot of things right here. In fact, it's more stylish than Porsche has ever been.
Porsche is too...
It's too
serious.
logical, too serious. Where else Bentley has that flair. Oh, there is a flair of Bentley-ness here that Mercedes sometimes has. Yeah. This car has a simulated entry level to that kind of feel. And I think it's a very convincing product, even though on the first instinct it may not be.
A lot of personality in this car.
Yeah, there's a lot of design element done by people who knew what they're doing.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm actually quite happy with the product. So let's check out how it drives, man. Shall we go for a drive?
Let us.
Yeah.
First thing I noticed about driving this car, I went into 3 or 4 different car parks. Every single one I
You
scraped.
kena the bottom.
I kena the bottom.
It's a bit low, is it?
It's a little bit low.
So we are not in the powerful version, we are in the long range. That means the AC motor, there's only one in the front.
Yeah.
So you're talking about a front wheel drive electric car, which is a bit rare.
It's something actually the Chinese cars do quite often. BYD does it with the Auto Tree, with the Dolphin. Yeah, GWM with the good cat.
What's that sound?
That's the V6 that's hidden inside.
Oh, heavy weight.
Yeah.
Hey!
So it actually has the power and
Hey!
the torque to spin the wheels, man.
Hey! What the hell is going on? This is not real. This
Yeah.
is Black Mirror.
This is Black Mirror. Downshift somewhere.
Oh, the steering really tightens up. Huh?
Actually, this is a fun car to poke around.
It is.
On the first day, I gave myself a bit of leeway.
Okay.
So I whacked the car on the highway. And then I was smiling. Then after that, I stopped. I said, oh. But I was like, why am I smiling when everything in here is fake?
Yeah.
The noise is fake, the sensation is fake.
But you're smiling, right?
You're
And that's
smiling.
exactly how I felt just now. You know? Like, wait a second, what's going on? Me too. I like simulated enjoyment. What
Cannot,
is
man.
wrong with me?
I hate to admit it, but
They're
there's,
getting something right, you know. There is an element of, heck, this is slow car fast.
Yeah. I don't need that 4 second to 100
No,
nonsense.
I don't need it because I'll be scared, ma.
Yeah.
Correct or not?
You'll be scared, you drain the battery too much when you have fun. This one, you can have fun and you drain like 1%.
Exactly. And it's that feeling you get, you know, driving on a windy road. It's that feeling you get driving on a windy road
Yeah. And knowing
listening
you
to
can-
that sound and feeling the tires go off. It's
a
grip
little
a little bit,
but not in a dangerous way.
Yes.
Yeah. And then you can see a little bit of that little curve of
the bulge.
the bulge.
I mean, the sculpture.
Yeah.
Wow.
The thing is, the engagement in this car is mostly that fake sound, which I'm just like, hey, stop it.
Okay, there is that, but I felt there was more. It tells you what the wheels are doing. It's not completely like a BYD absorbing it.
I really think it's down to the sound.
There is the sound. Is there a way to switch it off?
Possibly. Oh, simulated sound wave. Multi-cylinder sports racing car.
Okay.
We got different sounds, man. Oh, V8. We off it and we see if we still have that feel. Okay, now it's the test without sound. Without simulated sound. To me, it's gone already, the magic.
A lot of time, German takes sports car
Too seriously.
too seriously and is dampened too harsh. Italians are the one that get that magic right very often. The Italians with a lightweight sports car get it very right. It's not harsh. It's like this. It's like this. And you know, there are cars like Alfa Romeo tells you front-wheel drive can be fun. Without the sound, that feel is gone by 50 to 60%. But
The competence is still there.
it is exactly the same feel.
There's not even a sexy electric car noise.
No. They should give it an electric car noise. Like, so when you have a competent car, you still need that auditory experience. What the?
Actually, I was a little bit annoyed by some of the little things they did. Like if you drive at night, see all the ambient lighting, if you have some car in your blind spot, that side will start blinking. The entire strip here to the door
Was blinking.
is just blinking. Okay, there's a lot of annoying things, the beeps, the sounds, the intro,
Yeah.
welcome message.
Yeah.
All that is annoying nonsense that you don't need, and most of them you can actually switch off. So there's good and bad, but mostly I think it's good. Like comfort is decent. NVH, you don't really hear anything else. The only thing you hear is the road noise, the tire noise, the raw.
Yeah. So we're talking about 200 horses, 340 Newton meter of torque, 0 to 100, what? 7, 8?
8 seconds.
8 seconds.
The top speed is 170.
I have to say, this is a feeling I haven't felt in a long time. A lot of EV are overly competent. You're riding on a sedan platform. You have non-sporty shop, and then you have hypercar performance. It's a bit scary, and that's a feeling I get in the BYD Seal. This one doesn't have that feeling. This one is a completely different feeling, isn't it? This gives me the feeling of driving an old Alfa Romeo 145, 146. It has that slow car but sporty personality feel.
Yeah. With a very modern feeling steering.
Let's break it down first. Number one, the sound. So there you have the sound element, and you can select either a V6 style, or racing V8 car, or inline 4, high-strung turbocharged AMG style engine. Okay, you have that. But take that away, the car is still competent. I particularly like the way the shock is set up. It is comfortable, like how an ancient roadster, from the 60s and 70s was set up. It is not harsh one. It is sharp, but it is comfortable. So you have that. Number two, the steering, there is feedback. There's actual feedback. The weight increases as you go faster. I think that is done very well. There are some parts where it tries to adjust back that I don't like. The accelerator is completely dead, let's put it this way. That is not real. It's not real. Okay? That aside, if they can give me a little bit of feedback, wow. But I feel that sportiness from the steering, I feel it from the chassis. The chassis is solid So all of this combined to make a relatively sporty car, man. Not scary fast, it's fast enough for you to have some legal fun. At the end of the day, I really like it. What's your performance score?
My performance score is 4.6.
My score is 4.5. If it's just slightly faster, just a little bit, it would have been great. Range is good.
Yeah.
Comfort is amazing.
Range is, I think, better than good. This is like literally the top of
Top tier. I think it's top tier range.
Just the tyre noise is a little bit annoying.
Oh, yes. Okay, there is a bit of road noise. It's not from the front, it's from the back. It could be the use of the type of tyre. That is the one complaint I have. What other complaints do you have?
A lot of the warnings and stuff, which you can turn off.
Very noisy. It tells you a lot of feedback.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I do want a start-stop button in this car.
Oh,
that's the.
Yeah, it doesn't have one.
Yeah. Besides that, okay.
Okay.
I love the driving position. I love the fact that I can see the.
I know.
Sculpted sides.
You see the sculpture, right? And when you drive it, and then the way it just wafted through the imperfections on the road. Wow. Wow, this car is a bit unbelievable, out of expectation.
Correct.
Yeah.
Shall we do design?
Yes, let's go. Ora Lightning Cat 07.
07, no more Lightning Cat. So yeah, this is the Porsche, Volkswagen,
Yes.
Bentley inspired.
Right. But I like the element here, the bulging of the sides, and then you have this pattern.
Correct. And then a lot of intricate patterns inside the headlamp.
Yeah.
So crystals, waves,
Wow,
lines,
very
everything.
nice.
We give you all the.
Actually, I quite like it. I have to
Yeah.
say, I quite like it. The only thing under design is the logo.
Does not suit the rest of the car.
Yeah.
Because the rest of the car is so intricate.
Yeah.
And then you come in, it's like black and white.
Minimalistic. Yeah. Right, let's check out the sides, man.
The rims are 18-inch on this one, but they look a bit small.
It's because the body is actually big.
The shape of the side is very much Panamera.
It doesn't look so good in pictures, but in body it looks pretty decent.
It's definitely eye-catching. It does not look like a mass market car. In fact, it looks one level higher than your premium stuff. It's just that it's a bit too small to pull off this shape. I feel like the hood should be at least a foot longer. If you really want to do a Panamera shape, it has to go on until here.
But the Panamera has such a long hood because of the V8.
And this one is built on a platform that is shared with a lot of cars. Yeah, it's called a lemon platform.
Lemon!
Don't call your car lemon.
It's a lemon.
Every villain is Lemons, otherwise known as evil.
So because it's built on that platform, certain things they cannot change, like the distance between the steering and the axle.
Okay.
So that is fixed. Once you have that fixed, you try to tarik this longer.
Too much.
Cannot. Then your overhang will be too big, So they are tied to the proportions of this platform, and because of that, the shape comes off a little bit odd, but yeah, it's interesting because when you come back here, all of this is glass, starting from here.
Oh, nice way until the middle.
All the way up here. It's all glass.
Until the middle, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's only a bar here that separates it.
Wow. This is one piece all the way down here.
Yeah. So from certain angles, from here you can actually see the inside of the car.
This rear end is real lifestyle stuff, man. 70s, 60s, we've seen this before with a few rear engine cars.
Yeah. It's like as if your Jaguar MK2 basically came into the future.
Correct.
Yeah. This is like, imagine Mitsuoka didn't make awkward design cars.
Yes.
It would be like this.
If Mitsuoka was a self-respecting company, they would have made this.
They would have made this. But the thing is quite high here. But this one exceptionally high.
Exceptionally high.
This is like, whoa, all the way to the pocket.
Yeah. And the opening is not that big,
So
but it's deep. It's deep.
Yeah.
It's deep.
It's deep.
Deep.
If you drop a single tea leaf into the ocean becomes one very diluted tea.
Check out the
powered.
Check out the rear lights, man. Wow. Wow, the angle, man. Wow, Wait, there are some angles that are absolutely gorgeous. Look at this angle. Walao, cannot lah. I can't lah. Wow. Love. Oh, it doesn't pop in picture, but in body, wow.
Yeah. And the paintwork is really good.
Wow, I like.
This line here
Yeah,
that goes around.
yeah.
Comes back down.
Oh yeah. Shall we check out the rear?
Yeah, let me unlock.
You unlock it. Alright. Hey, the carpet very interesting.
Yeah. Oh, I have to show you this. When you unlock the door, the thing actually deploys. So you got a
spoiler.
going in.
Almost flat. Bottom.
It is almost flat, yeah.
That is my actual driving position.
The floor is a bit high, but hey, it's okay. My head just about clears.
The hair toucher.
Yeah, if you go over one bump, I will die.
I have to say, ngam lor, my hair.
Ngam.
Ngam. It's not great because of the sloping roof, but it's
Scary, man. You go over one bump, you crack the glass at the top.
Yeah.
You got to get windscreen insurance in the front and the back. And you got to floating.
Then you have
special.
Mercedes-Benz.
Yeah. Mercedes. With Type A and Type C and a little storage bin at the bottom. The build quality in here is good.
It's very good way. And you get this very interesting texture. We'll talk about it in the front. Very interesting texture. Frameless window. Wow. Different
Really,
level.
you
man.
don't see any of this below 200k.
No lah. This is 300k feel.
Yeah. Oh, take this. You hear the meow?
It literally got me.
It actually starts quite interestingly because like the fish swims through these.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and then like it comes out here, and
Wow.
goes up and kisses the cat.
Aiyo.
And then your self-respect dies in the process.
I really like this, yeah. This whole center console floating UFO. Dude, and you see this. Uyo. Wow, the feel is good, man.
It just can't tahan the sound.
There's a lot of sound lah.
But I like that the key controls for the climate control are all physical.
Yeah.
Remember,
yeah.
I always say I like physical buttons.
Yeah.
This is all I expect.
This is done right lah.
Yeah.
But of course, unfortunately, the aircon control is still like that.
Yeah.
Why lah? Just because Tesla does it doesn't mean you have to, right?
Correct. On top of that, they have some really weird names for the modes for the air vents. So you have free air, you have mirror air, you have single aspect air. It's just like, huh? And undetectable air. What on earth is undetectable air?
Oh, I think I know what.
It doesn't go into your face.
It doesn't. It doesn't go into your
It's
face.
diffuse lah. It's mengada air.
Mengada air. Yeah. Yeah. Wait, check out the pattern. Anyway, there's one thing here I really need to show you. So there's a cup holder. All right, it's a cup holder, and you press this. Holy crap!
More impressive thing for me is this thing.
Oh.
This is where your phone sits, and it's the wireless charger.
Wow,
So
nice.
Just good luck if you drop something inside the charger.
Cleaning it is a bit of a hassle.
Yeah. But okay lah, quite interesting.
Okay, interesting.
It's an okay size lah. I wouldn't say it's gigantic.
No,
big
it's not huge, but it's okay.
Yeah.
And then you have a storage space down here, huge entry, very easy to reach. Then you have USB
A and A.
A and A, and then you have
12 volt.
the 12 volt. Yeah.
So there's only one USB-C, which is in the back.
The carpet. We need to talk a bit about the carpet.
The carpet is super
is plush, man. Okay, this is the only part that feel like China car, isn't it?
Yeah, but okay lah. Can't really complain.
This thing.
This thing. Yeah, the cheaper plastic.
Yes.
There's a teh tarik hook here, man.
Oh, nice.
I like this thing. The triple display
yeah.
thing. All the animations, they kind of do it properly.
Yeah.
So that it really feels like 3 different pieces.
And it's very high def.
Yeah. And then the materials are...
Oh yeah, we gotta talk about this material, man. We look at German cars, it's getting a bit stale in the use of material.
Yeah.
It's been the same thing forever.
Correct.
Right? This is cool, man.
I just can't put it. I think it was the Lexus UX.
Something like that, maybe. Yeah.
That kind of feel.
Yeah. It's very nice.
Oh, we haven't talked about this. Panoramic
sunroof.
But not really panoramic because there's a
There is a
bar here.
I feel safer with the bar.
Yeah,
isn't
me
it?
too. But yeah, it goes all the way to the end.
Yeah.
Wow, this glass is so dramatic. Looking at it from here,
Yeah, way.
it's like whoa.
Drama way.
I'm in a glass bowl. Seats are comfortable as well.
Very nice seats, I have to say.
Design 4.6.
Yeah, 4.6 everything.
The thing I liked was that the car looks very special. It's like it catches your attention.
Yeah.
All the other EVs kind of look generic.
Yeah, they all look the same, man.
Not only that, they look of their era.
Which means one day they will look old.
Correct. You see Tesla Model 3, from pre-facelift to facelift, you can tell one is old, one is new. This car, I don't think there's anything you can do to modernize it, to make it look next gen.
It already looked like it come from the 1960s.
Exactly. It's already retro-inspired.
Yeah.
But what I don't like is the derivative styling. You will always feel like
It's a bit of a
copycat.
I tell you what, people will forget it. Remember 70s Japanese cars and 60s Japanese cars? They are rip-off. Rip-off of Italian, rip-off of British. You know, those are blatant copies, way. This is not even a blatant copy, this is a heavy inspiration. Yeah? The copycat phase, I think, of Chinese car was 2000 to 2010-15. This car shows you that they have the confidence not to copy, but they're doing it because it's cool, man.
The thing I really don't like is all the weird
prompts.
stuff, the prompts, the sounds, the lights. I think those things are like, they felt a bit insecure, as if we must give you some more. We must give you more lights, we must give you more effects, so some more sounds.
The Chinese really love their effects and sound effects and lights.
I just find it so tacky, man.
But if you allow us to switch it off, then it's okay.
Yeah, but the thing is, that's the thing that people see first. People will judge the car based on that, you know? Because most people don't drive the car, they will judge it first and then they go and drive it.
Yeah.
If you judge it first before you drive it, you will immediately be painted with a negative perspective.
Right.
What about you?
Despite what you might think, I'm actually a very Kwai Lo person.
I'm a 35-year-old white man.
I'm actually a very Kwai Lo person, you know. I'm very into individuality, do it your own way, don't copy, why copy? But I understand actually from an Eastern point of view, East Asian point of view, actually, there is no stigma of copy. To them, copying is not something shameful unless you are a master. So if you are behind and you're learning from others, you should be aping. You should be copying. So I think that was that cultural miscommunication that was going on for many, many years. Put that aside, I don't think this car is a copy, even though at first I judge it as a copy. But the closer I looked at it, it's not a copy because it has flares that the Panamera never had. Yeah, it looks like the Panamera. It's definitely heavily inspired by the Panamera. But I think they aim higher than the Panamera. Because one sip of that tea, you get hints of Bentley. You get hints of something beyond Porsche. And the fact that they're selling you cheap tells you, guys, it's all magic trick, guys. It's all magic trick. What you want to make of it, that's up to you. What is real is money, and I'm not charging you a lot for it. The more I get in touch with this car, the more impressed I am with it, and I felt that love that I don't get with BYD. BYD was respected. I look at BYD and say, wow, you guys made it. Over here, I was like, whoa, my heart skipped a beat, you know, when I look at it. And I think that was magic that was lost in a lot of car makers. Even 100-year-old car makers have lost this magic. And for that, I have to say it's a 4.5 on the outside, it's a 4.5 on the inside. There's no mistake whatsoever. I think spelling mistake also they don't have already.
No more.
Unfortunately.
Okay, let's talk about value.
Value. Okay, I don't know the price of this car, but I think there is two pricing. Long range, performance. Long range is 159?
169.
Yeah, 10,000 different.
10,000 difference.
I was hoping it's a 159. Oh, 159 will be, value 4.8. If I'm a boss of this company that make this product, I would be proud. I pull off something undoable. I can tell you that. This is something that is not easily pulled off.
But I really wonder why the sales are not up there, you know.
It takes a certain kind of market to appreciate it, I think.
Maybe.
They are competing with BYD Seal.
BYD Seal, which also has the long range one.
Long range is 179.
Yeah.
And then you have a 199.
Correct.
Which
So they understand their position is not as strong, so they drop the price by 10k. The other value thing is they are giving you the best warranty.
Okay.
So standard warranty is 6 years for the whole car.
Okay.
And for the battery is 8 years. But for the first few hundred customers, it's going to be 8 years for everything.
Wow. The prices is a little bit higher than I would love it. But maybe, I'm getting it. I'm getting that GWM is not looking at themselves as a second-rate player to BYD. They consider themselves equal. And I don't blame them. The product is pretty good. Seal is impressive. This is surprising.
Lovable. This car is like, I just like it.
Yeah, there's something lovable.
I don't feel that the feminineness is too much also.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not so blatant where they put like pink carpet.
It's not pink carpet. If it's pink carpet also, I would be like,
Change the carpet.
change the carpet lah, you know? Value-wise, what's your score?
My score, okay, I looked at it in my chart. This one, in the range value,
It's the highest.
It's top 3. It's top 3.
It's top 3.
But it wasn't number 1.
Oh.
Because I have to convert it to WLTP to meet everyone.
Okay.
Thing.
Okay.
But if you don't convert it, and if I got 600 km from my testing,
Yeah.
if I put 600 km into the shot,
It will be number 1.
it's number 1.
Okay. So basically, it's top lah. It's top
It's
already.
top.
Okay.
And the price is 10k less than the BYD.
Okay.
So in that sense, value is very, very strong. The issue with value is it's not a cheap car. And
it's not a cheap
and
car,
it'll depreciate like crazy.
It will.
Like,
all of them
like
will.
All the EVs.
Even the Tesla will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you take those two into account, then the value score is a bit low because maybe 4, you know. But if you don't take that into account and you look at just the market of these 4 cars, Model 3, MG4, Seal, and this, I think this is the best value. Yeah, because it's not anyone's first and only car. It's going to be your second, third
Yeah.
car.
It's at least a second, if not third.
As a second car, it's okay. Don't take this outstation. Your second car should be the car that is a bit adventurous.
A bit fun lah.
Yeah.
Because you have your workhorse already.
And that you love a little bit. And it's the one that turns heads.
Yeah.
And you go weekend, you have fun driving.
It makes you feel special.
You only have to charge it once a week.
Yeah.
I think it's perfect.
Yeah. What's your score?
Oh, sorry, 4.5.
For me, value-wise, I think it's a bit more expensive than it should be. Like maybe 10,000 less, I would have given it a 4.8.
Wait 1 year.
No, 1 year it should be 30,000 down already.
The good cat drop price.
I felt they got the magic right. It is absolutely correct because to me, an EV, the most important thing is the range. And you can say you don't like the design, sure, but you cannot deny the fact that it's a sculpture. It stands out. And most likely, I think time will be kinder on this car than it is on Model 3 or on the Seal. In terms of driving, even though it's front-wheel drive, I was smiling and the smile was genuine. It was real. We weren't smiling
The
when we
sound
drive.
was fake, but the smile was genuine.
We were having fun, and I'm getting flashback of driving a 60s, 70s, mid-range, slow but feels fast kind of European sports car from Italy, from France, from UK. And that magic is lost even in these companies.
Yeah.
And then you have one weird Chinese company capturing it.
You know what this car needs? You know
Yeah.
what this car needs? It needs a soft top.
Yeah.
It goes all the way to the back.
Yeah.
You know, just open the roof.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
It needs that canvas top.
Yeah. Take away the back seats. Just drop it down there. This is the new MX-5.
Yeah. It's amazing, man. I really like it. I have to say, the value is 4.5 for me. Oh, you are scoring this car higher than me and everything.
I'm a convert. Normally with EVs, it's like, which EV offends you the least? You know? This guy is like, do you love it or not? Yeah, I kind of.
I'm going to say this right now. That's exactly what he said when he gave me the Seal. This is the most impressive EV I've ever driven. That's what you said.
Yeah.
And now there's a new one.
Yeah.
So it tells you,
I'm converting.
You're converted already. China will grow larger. Autophiles signing out of some really impressive stuff.
Yeah. Okay, hear this one.
Hey, you. Okay, that squeak is solvable.
It's solvable.
It's a rubber issue.
Yeah, correct.
But don't get me wrong, these cars are not taxed. By right, these things are supposed to sell for 350, 380, 400.
Correct. And the depreciation, you have to bear that in mind. Don't go in there thinking 170. Okay, yeah, I can buy a Accord and then get the similar kind of
Because
depreciation.
in 5 years, it will be 70.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
This is.
And it's so easy to bring to the limit. It's.
I prefer the V6 noise.
Okay, let's do V6. V8, it's a little bit. It's a bit more mellow lah. Huh?
It's a higher pitch and a little gurgle at the end.
Oh, it's nice way. It's actually nice. Is this an inline-4?
I think so. This is the Type R one.
Yeah, it's a bit staccato. Not enough cylinder.
No, enough cylinder.
Hey, the steering weight is good way. It's really amazing. Wait, I like. Oh, now I really like. I really like.